Hi, hello. Today we're doing sort of an active recovery day-ish, but it's sort of modeled after a yoga class with a fusion of mobility exercises and strength exercises for all of our kind of smaller stabilizer muscles that we don't typically focus on directly. I'm really just gonna kind of stream of consciousness talk you through a workout that I would probably do on my own in a day just like today, where I'm feeling very tired because I am tired. I did not get enough sleep last night and I just want to move my body a little bit. Definitely need to get a little bit of stretching in here because my muscles are really sore. Alrighty, I'm gonna start with some inchworms. So from the top of my head, I'm gonna roll straight down, trying to keep my nose close to my chest, close to my body as I come down. Hang down here for just a second in this little ragdoll pose, and then let's walk our hands out and let's stop it at a downward dog for just a second. Hang here for a moment, and then I want you to keep walking your hands and straighten out so that you're in a plank position. Let's hold here for a count or two, and then now I want you to reverse it. So walk your toes in toward your hands, and then we're gonna roll it straight back up again. Trying to keep your nose close to your body. Your head should be the last thing to come up. All right, so now we're gonna reverse it. You still start with the head roll down. Hands plant down. Now I just want you to walk your feet back till you're in a downward dog. Hang out here for a second. It's not really reversing it, it's just doing it in a different order. All right, and then bring it to your plank position. Hold here for a few breaths. Really press away from the floor and straighten those legs. And then now let's walk it back. Walk those hands toward your feet. And then let's roll it straight back up. Again, let's roll it down. Hang out here in ragdoll for just a moment. And then walk it out to a downward dog. Let's stay in our downward dog this time for a moment. Spread your fingers wide. Press all of your toes into the floor. Straighten through your arms. Let your head just look straight down at your mat or your floor beneath you. Take a few deep breaths here. If you want, you can bend one leg. I'm gonna bend my right leg. And then I'll switch and bend the other leg. And I'm just gonna continue alternating back and forth for a moment here. Start to get our calves stretched out. Very nice. Alrighty, here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna take your self back into this plank position. You're gonna hold, and then we're gonna return back to the downward dog. And we're gonna do this about 8 times. It's a downward dogging plank. According to some people, that's what they call it. So first downward dog, and then let's roll it forward up onto our plank, and then push back through those hands till you're back in downward dog. Again, roll it forward, try and move through your spine as you do this, and then push back. A few more times like this. Roll it forward, and then push all the way back. Again, rolling it forward, push it back. I'm gonna do it one more time. Roll it forward, push it back. Let's stay in downward dog for another second here. Go ahead and take your right leg up, bend that knee, and then just start to roll out your hip here a little bit. So I'm drawing big circles, making a little scorpion tail behind me. Maybe roll it the other direction now. This is totally up to you how this looks, whatever feels good, honestly. And I want you to straighten it out and then bend it forward, bring it in towards your chest like a little mountain climber, and then let's place it down in between our hands. So we're here in this lunge. Let's just stay here for a second. I have both my hands on the floor. My back knee is really nice and straight, creating a 90-degree angle with my front knee. Now I'm gonna take my right arm up toward the sky, stretching, opening that chest. bring it back down. I'm gonna place my hands on the inside of my leg, or inside of my foot, so toward the left side. I'm gonna hold here just a little bit longer. All right, center it back out. Bring that knee out from underneath you, pick it up, bring it back to your scorpion tail behind you, reach it up, extend, and place it back down. Let's switch legs. So starting by lifting your left leg up into your little scorpion tail, so bending it up behind you, and then you're gonna start drawing big circles with that left leg, opening up your hip, and then go the other direction. Okay, from here, straighten it out, and then bring it forward, bend it in toward your chest. Place the foot down between your hands, and let's just hang out here in this lunge for a moment. Okay, now I'm gonna take my left arm up toward the ceiling, opening up my chest again. Reach through your fingers up toward the ceiling. Stretch through your back leg. Place both hands down on the inside of your foot, so toward the right side. Okay, I'm gonna center it back, so my right hand and my left hand are framing my front foot. And then I'm gonna shoot that left leg back to my scorpion tail again. Hold it up here, extend toward the sky, bring it back to downward dog. All right, let's bring it forward into a plank. Drop it down. If you want to drop it through a push-up, you can. And then push that chest up. So you're in a nice little cobra. Drop your shoulders, reach through the top of your head, through the crown of your head. Keep a long neck, long spine. And then let's bring it up and back to a tabletop. My hands are stacked right underneath my shoulders, and I'm gonna do some cat-cows. So I'm gonna inhale, arch my back, think about sniffing the air, and then do the opposite, arch your back, round your spine like you're a cat that's scared. Really arch and push through those hands, and then repeat again at your own pace. Inhaling up, exhaling to go into your cat. Just a few more. And then go ahead and find a neutral spine here. Let's take some little hip rotations. I'm gonna start with my right leg. So everything else stays still except my right leg. It's gonna pick up behind me into this bent position. It's gonna open out to the side. So it's almost like it's sitting on a tabletop beside me. And then it's gonna come down. And we're gonna do that again. So it goes back, side, down. And your goal is to not move anything except for that hip and really use that rotation. We're gonna do that 4 more times. This is 4, open and down, 3, open and down. Last one, sorry, 2 more, open and down. Now last one, I can count, I promise. Open and down. We're gonna do the same thing with that other leg. Let me just swap sides so you can see. So with my left leg, I'm gonna take it back behind, open out to the side, put it on the table, plant it back down. Do that again. Back, open, and close. Back, open, close. Let's get 3 more in. This is 3 and 2. Don't be wiggling and wobbling the rest of your body. And 1. Open to the side and close. All right, let's take our wrists and flip them. So now I have the backs of my palms down on the floor. I'm just gonna kind of roll around, massage my wrists a little bit. I know we did that downward dog and that plank sequence for a long time, so let's give them some love. I'm just gonna do some circles. I'm gonna do my circles the other way. You could also do like a figure 8 pattern. You can move up and down. You can move side to side, whatever feels good. And then I'm gonna take my wrists and flip them sideways and do the same thing. So now my fingertips are pointing straight to the sides. Big circles. And the other way. All right, let's light our core up just a little bit. You're gonna place those hands back down underneath your shoulders. Make sure you're still in your tabletop. Tuck your toes under. Actually, that just hurt me a lot. I guess I have a cut on the bottom of my toe. So I might just cry a little bit as I do this, but you're gonna press those knees slightly off the floor, about an inch off the floor. You can just hold here. Really spread your fingers wide. Push into the floor, like push away from the floor while feeling really nice and stuck down to the ground. Don't let your knees fly too high off the ground. They're just like an inch off the floor. And at the same time, imagine you're pulling a paper towel apart between your hands and just hold. Let's do a few more breaths here. And drop those knees down. Let's take it back into a little bit of a child's pose. So I'm gonna widen my knees. I'm gonna slowly start scooting my hips back. Now I'm still recovering on the knee front. I feel like I've been saying that forever, I really have, but my left knee is really bothering me. So this is as far back as I can go. But if you wanna go all the way back, sit your bottom all the way down toward your heels, go ahead. That might feel really good for you. For me, this feels like torture, which is hilarious because this is supposed to be like the easy yoga pose that everyone loves. For me, I dread because I can't bend my knee past right here. Okay, let's bring it back to our tabletop. We're gonna take it back into this hover hold. So tuck your toes underneath. Let's push those knees up one more time. Now, if you want an extra challenge, you can do shoulder taps here. So bringing one hand off the floor and touching your opposite shoulder. Or you can do single arm reaches forward, or maybe some combination of them. Whatever you choose, try not to wiggle too much. Imagine you have a cup of tea on your back and you don't want to spill it. Let's go for 4 more breaths. And drop it down. Roll it over onto your bottom. Let's take our feet straight out in front of us. Just sit in a nice pike position here and start to roll those ankles. Roll, roll, roll. Big circles. Let's go the other direction. And then I'm gonna flex and point my feet, alternating right and left. Okay, let's go ahead and just take a nice reach forward. That feels like the right thing to do right now. Reach it forward. Stretch those hamstrings out. Okay, let's get our hips working a little bit. I want you to sit as tall as you can, and then you're just gonna lift your right leg up off the ground and put it back down. Then switch left leg up, put it back down. Try your hardest not to lean too far back and not to arch your spine or curve your spine forward. Sit really tall, okay? So just alternating right and left. Think about toes going up toward the sky and knees staying straight. Keep on going. I'm on my left, now I'm on my right. And up, and up, and up. A few more. You got it. How about we do 4 more? And 3, 2, 1. Relax, shake it out. Let's lay it back onto our backs. Roll it down. Okay, you're gonna press your low back into the floor. Lift your knees up. We're gonna hang here. All we're gonna do is we're gonna keep our low back completely pressed into the floor. We're not letting it lift up. And then we're gonna slowly lower our toes down before picking them back up. You need to find the place where you feel that burn in your low abs. Well, not burn, but you feel the tension. Because if you keep it right here underneath you, you probably won't feel anything. You almost kind of have to extend your legs a little further away from you. This is supposed to be a really good core exercise. So find the point where you feel it. We're gonna do 8 of these. This is 1 and 2. Keep pressing your low back into the floor. It's okay if your knees don't, or your toes don't come all the way down to the floor. Stop at the point where you can't keep your low back on the floor anymore. This is 3. Actually, I think that was more than 3. I think I'm at like 5 now. Whatever, let's do 3 more. And 2, and 1. Good. Let's bring our right knee in toward our chest, extending the left leg out. Let's just draw little circles with this right leg. And then same thing, but the other direction. Big circles. Okay, I'm gonna very gently straighten my leg up toward the ceiling. And if you feel like it, you can grab onto your calf or your thigh or your ankle and pull that leg in closer to your chest. I'm not gonna push myself too much today. My hamstrings are very tight today. Pull, pull, pull. And then let's bend it in for just a moment, relax it, and then I want you to go one more time, straighten it out. All right, and then release. Let's do the same thing with the other leg. So my left knee comes in toward my chest, and then I'm gonna draw big circles with my knee. Just whatever feels good. And then I'm gonna go the other direction. And go ahead and pause there, straighten that leg up toward the sky, and then either pull behind your calf or behind your thigh or your ankle. Don't pull behind your knee, and just bring it in towards your chest. And give it a little bend, relax for just a moment, and then straighten it back up again. Really straighten through that knee. And slowly lower it down. Good, let's do a couple little bridges here. So I'm planting my feet underneath me. Not totally underneath me, but like almost fingertips can touch underneath me, yeah? And I just want you to push, lift those hips off the floor, push and hold, squeeze. Don't let your lower back do all the work. Feel it from your glutes and your hamstrings, and then slowly lower it back down. Let's go again. Push up, stop at the point where it's starting to go into your low back, then lower down. Again, push it up and hold. Lower down, bring it up. Lower down, 2 more times. Push it up, lower down, push it up, lower down. All right, let's slowly sit ourselves up. Roll it up if you can. Roll it all the way up. And we're gonna come back to our seated hip flexor leg lifts. Sitting as tall as you can, flexing my toes up toward the sky. I'm gonna lift my right leg and then lower. Lift my left leg and lower. Continue alternating like this. All right, I just totally dissociated for a moment there. Sorry, I got quiet on you. I was watching my dog. He's now sleeping and dreaming on the couch. He's like running in his sleep. All right, let's roll it over onto our side. We are gonna cross our left leg in front. Let's get some adductor work in here. So flex your bottom leg, and really if you want, you can lay all the way down on this other leg or other arm, but I'm just gonna sit up for now. I'm lifting my heel up high off the floor and then taking it down. I'm not dropping it all the way down. I'm letting it hover and then picking it back up. I'm gonna keep going like this. Up and down, up and down. Keep going up and up. Let's go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Now draw little circles with it. And then go the other way. Draw your circles the other direction. Hold just a few more seconds and then drop it down. Switch to the other side. Crossing my other leg in front. Pick it up, lower down. Pick it up, lower down. Keep going. Let's do 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then draw little circles to the front. Switch it, draw your circles the other direction. Hold it up just a little bit longer. Hold, hold, hold. 3, 2, 1, release. Good. All right. Ooh, everything's cracking and popping on me. I want you to flip back over to our little plank position. We're gonna do some scapular push-ups. If you need to do these on your knees, that's totally okay. I'm gonna go all the way up on my toes, but what you're doing is kind of whatever you wanna consider. If you wanna consider this the end of a push-up or the beginning of a push-up, but you're going regular plank position, then you're gonna push away from the floor as much as you can. So you're almost getting this like rounding in your upper spine, and then you're gonna lower it down, sink into it so that you're flattening back out. So you're pushing just your scapula up here in your back, up and down, okay? We're gonna do that about 10 times, starting to feel that range of motion. So think about it as like it's your shoulder blades. If you start to really like just move like this a little bit, you'll kind of feel how they move around your rib cage and your back. That's what you want them to be doing on the floor. You want to feel them going back and down. They're kind of almost making this like arcing shape. If you have no idea what I'm talking about and you don't feel it, I suggest you look up like your scapular anatomy. I don't know what the phrase you should search, but look that up after this so that you can see what I'm talking about. But we're gonna do 10 of these. If you need to be on your knees, that's okay, but let's go. This is 1 and lower. 2 and lower. 3, 4, 5. It's a good core exercise too. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, relax it down. All right, I want to come back to something similar to the little hip rotations we did before. You're gonna go, let's see, you're gonna go back. Sorry, no, we're reversing it. So you're going side, then you're coming back, then you're coming center. So the other time we started back, this time we're starting out to the side. All right, here we go. On my right leg first, I bring my right leg out to the side, bring it under, close it in. Again, out to the side, bring it back, close it in. Keep going, keep the rest of your body still. Isolate the movement to just your hip. Bring it out, squeeze it under, lower down. Keep going. Let's do 3 more. And 2, and 1. Okay, I'm gonna do my other leg. And we're almost at the tail end of this little session, guys. Out to the side, tuck it in, bring it down. Again, out to the side, bring it back, lower it down. Keep going, keep your body still. Look straight between your hands. 3 more times. This is 3, 2, last one. 1. All right. We're gonna go right back into those scapular push-ups. One more set. Let's do 10 more. Here we go. I'm pushing up and lowering down. Pushing up, lowering down. This is 3, 4, 5. Try to make one nice long line with your back. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Relax. Let's roll it over. Let's take our legs out into a little pancake pose here. Pancake pose. My legs are basically just out wide, as wide as I can go. I want you to slowly walk your hands toward the inside of your left leg, kind of toward the diagonal. We're just gonna hold here. However far you wanna reach down, go for it. Don't push yourself too hard. You should feel a little bit of a stretch, nothing crazy. And then let's bring it back to center. Same thing on the other side. Quick little inner thigh stretch here. And then bring it up. Let's go straight to the center. This is not intended to be like a deep stretch, so if you're kind of feeling like I left you hanging, it's because this isn't supposed to be like a full stretch. You can go watch one of my stretch routines for that. Let's bring our legs in. Let's slowly stand it up. I do want to do just a little bit more hip opening here for a moment. Bringing my feet super wide. Let's do some little windmills. So I'm gonna bring my arms out to the side to a T. I'm gonna windmill it down toward my left and then stand back up. Same thing on the right. Windmill it down, keeping your back flat, and then bring it up. Keep going. Down and center. Down and center 4 more times. 4 and 3, 2, last one. 1. And then I want you to just sink down through the center, press those knees out, and then push straight back up. Let's do that 5 more times. This is 5, and push. Knees go out over the toes. 4, and push. 3, big push. 2, last time. 1, hold. Pick up your right heel, lower it down. Pick up your left heel, lower it down. Switch again, and switch, and switch, and switch. Keep going for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Straighten it up. Take it forward, fold it forward. Let's hang out here for a moment. Good. And just kind of wag your tail here, shake those hips out, walk your feet in, and then let's just roll it up. That's all we've got for today, my dears. Short and sweet. I'm honestly exhausted, so that's like pretty much all my body can take today. Plus, if you've been following along with all the other videos, you've gotten a lot of good strength work in the past few days, so it's okay to relax and recover on other days. Promise, you're not gonna lose anything if you take a day off. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and I hope to see you back for my next video. Bye.